Alright, here's the video review for Transformers Studio Series AIRAZOR from Transformers Rise of the Beasts. She arrived in the promotional mailer that Hasbro sent out to me, so thank you Hasbro for sending that. Again, free product from Hasbro as a part of a promotional mailer. You gotta disclose that. Those are the rules. I don't make the rules. I follow the rules. But anyway, Bird, AIRAZOR. Very similar to the Beast Wars figure we got recently, but when you see them side by side, they share some engineering, but they are two actually entirely separate figures. I don't know, I haven't noticed anything specific between them that is shared. There may be something somewhere, but idea-wise, they share a lot of the same DNA from a technical standpoint, but all the pieces are new. Anyway, got her hunched over here in bird mode. She kind of is kind of like a weird pop in a squat pose, but when you really look at it, but bird feet, the wings are tucked away, folded up. You can do that. She's got a little opening mouth here in bird mode. Head can move up and down, rotate side to side. The wings do, if you want them more outswept, you can extend them out. They got a hinge here, 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 and then swivels on the feathers to bring them up. The feathers are just pinned on. They snap pegged on, and one side likes to pop off, but whatever. Tail feathers can move up and down for dynamic posing. The feet can, they don't flip back quite as well as the Beast Wars version does, but you can bring the feet back. But yeah, AIRAZOR is a bird. Pretty cool. There is, like I said, I like the mainline one that they're putting out better. It's a slightly smaller. I think it comes in one of the 3-packs, but the only 3-pack I have found so far is the one that has Cheetor, Wheeljack, and Nightbird. I have not found one with AIRAZOR in it, but I'm really looking forward to getting that one because it looks really cool. Anyway, AIRAZOR, and then transforming it from here. Wings, go ahead and the legs actually do kind of peg on here to this little post. They kind of sit. I guess they don't really peg on, but you see there's a cutaway here in this hip piece that kind of sits in those hollow spaces in the thighs. We'll bring those down and around. Like that. Lift this piece up, rotate the whole waist around, and then rotate the legs around there at the thigh. Bring those feet all the way down like that. I guess you could, if you wanted to, bring her feet around so she doesn't have bird feet in robot mode. You can also leave her toes facing forward if you want. That's entirely your call. I think I will bring the robot mode looking feet forward, just because that gives her bigger heels. Anyway, those around, fists come out of the torso here, and straighten up, rotate the missiles around on the forearm. And again, if you've played with Beast Wars AIRAZOR, a lot of this is looking real familiar, and yet as I'm transforming it, I'm looking at all the pieces side by side, and none of these so far are the same piece. Even the forearms, I thought maybe these forearms with the missiles and the fists might be the same, but they are not. Interesting. That's really cool. Anyway, the shoulder pads are not separate. Open up this panel back here, and rotate her head out and around, and then like that, and then this piece collapses down. I can get it to do it right. There we go. Come on, you can see there's a dual the wing. There we go. And there's the piece that likes to pop off. I was telling you about that. There's a dual hinge up in here. It's kind of hard to see. This one doesn't want to come forward. Right here. You can see it's done it on this side. But you want to get that. There we go. So you can collapse that down like that. And then the bird head there's a tab here under the bird neck that will tab into place. Once you get that properly collapsed here, come on, geez. This one hinge over here is just super tight, which is, I guess, good for structural stability, but pain in the butt when you're trying to do this on camera. There we go. Lock her arm down, put her wing back on, and just snaps right into place. And that essentially is in robot mode, although, again, you can fold the wings up quite nicely. Tuck them all the way back here. Get that dual hinge back like that to kind of tuck the wings behind her. There's even a little peg here. You can peg that in back there. You rotate it just enough that you can peg that right in there into the back of the backpack. Come on. There we go. It's not like, it doesn't like lock, but there we go. And there we go. There we go. And then we'll put this feather back on again, because that's just how we roll. There's AIRAZOR in robot mode. She does have a ball joint at the head, although the shape of her head precludes a lot of movement out of there. Ball joints at the shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge elbow, a hinge at the wrist, but not in any really appreciable or decent use of the wrist, unless you're doing something really weird. The missile launchers, the little missiles can come off. Actually, they're not really launchers, they're just the missiles themselves can come off if you wish. Waist swivel is not there because we just locked it into place. I just locked it into place. I don't know why I even thought I would try that. Dual hinge hips, thigh swivel. That one feels a little tight. No, okay, it's twisting. You can see the twist in there. Make sure it's twisting because that felt a little tight and I was worried I was going to shear it off. Hinge knee, the hinge up here, and then you got a ball joint at the ankle. So yeah, and again, just as I was mentioning, that none of these pieces are the same. Here is side by side with Beast Wars. One, much larger. You can see why they share some of the same basic transformation traits. The Studio Series 1 is taller by almost a whole head. So neat to see two different variations. Kind of like, I mean, it's not quite as insane as all the different ways they found to make Optimus Primal turn from a gorilla into a humanoid shape, which still amazes me how they keep finding different. I mean, like while the basic tenets remain the same of legs and arms, they keep finding different ways to make that torso flip around and change, and it's just kind of neat. Anyway, there is Studio Series AIRAZOR. Again, thanks to Hasbro for sending it along as part of the promotional package for Rise of the Beasts. See it in theaters if you get a chance. I have not yet, but I plan to. And have a good night.